Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. A very key stakeholder in the Southeast have sent a strong warning to political parties of impending doom that may befall the country if Southeast are not given the opportunity to rule the country. You're going to hear his own point of view in respect to this and what Nigeria should be expecting. Meanwhile, in another news, the Northerners are saying no zoning, and you will see the reason, the things or the condition criteria they have listed for anyone who wants to go for presidency. We're going to be looking at all of these in a jiffy, but before we do that, if you've not subscribed, please do well to hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our video. The former chairman of the Police Service Commission, PSC, Chief Simon Okeke, has traced agitation for self-determination in the Southeast to the abysmal exclusion of Igbos in the governance of Nigeria. Okeke said that until the situation was remedied, there will be no peace in Nigeria, as youth in the Southeast has rights to revolt and would always have the support of elders like Ohanes and Igbo. Okeke spoke on Onitsha as chairman of the launch of the book History of Igbo Land and Reappraisal of the Origin of Onitsha, Ado Indo. He said there is no gainsay that the resurgence of this is the inevitable reaction to the naked and inescapable action arising from the abysmal marginalization of the zone, the greatest being the denial of a presidential slot, inequitable state allocation with its resultant negative impact on our youth unemployment, reduced federal finances accruing to the zone, shortfall on diplomatic, ministerial, and other accommodations in the allocations of the national cake. Okeke said the Igbo man has right to protest, even as he appealed to political parties to fire only Igbos as their presidential candidates, urging the Igbos to only vote Igbo candidates in the election. He, however, said any Igbo man or woman who failed to vote an Igbo man for president would have their heads re-examined. The reviewer of the book, Professor John Cliff, Nwadike praised Aduba for his courage, suggesting that he should pick appointment one of the universities to lecture history. He described him as a revisionist and a reconstructive historian, and that his book was superlative, well-researched, and documented. In his remark, Aduma said he wrote the book to stimulate debate, adding that he was confident that open-minded and unbiased people will find the book quite informative and educative. Meanwhile, in another development, a political pressure group, Northern Advocates for Good Governance, has advised political parties to ensure that experience, competence, and capacity becomes the criteria in choosing or zoning the 2023 presidential ticket. The national coordinator of the group, Mr. Mahmoud Katu, while briefing newsmen in Abuja on Wednesday, advised that all zones in the country should be allowed to seek the presidential position, hoping that it was important for political parties to consider experience, competence, and capacity in choosing or zoning their presidential ticket. Excuse me. According to him, nobody has the right to exclude any segment of this country from aspiring to the highest position or highest office in the land, especially segments of the North that have never had the opportunity to occupy the prime position. He said those propagating the Southern agenda were doing so for self-interest disguised as rotational presidency, hoping that where the political parties wish to zone their presidential ticket, the Northeast and the North Central should be considered because those two zones have not produced president in the country. It called on political actors in the country across party divides to look deeply and evolve measures to address the issue of zoning to produce competent candidates. He assured that the group will present a communique to all political parties stating its concern on the issue of zoning as it concerns the presidency in 2023. Now, if you look at what is currently going on in respect to 2023, it seems as if that day will not come. Not come in the sense that none of the geopolitical zones are ready for any other geopolitical zone to be given the right or to be given that privilege of, going for the number one seat in the country. Now, the focus had been that the Northerners have been on the seat of power for 8 years via um, President Muhammadu Buhari, that now it is the time for the South. As at yesterday, I saw something, a video, where Dukwesi had a meeting in Abuja with Ekwere Madu and was trying to, or was telling Ekwere Madu the need for them to follow the rotation in PDP. That in PDP, the South South and the Southwest have occupied the position. That right now it is the turn of the North, and that Atiku Abubakar has the capacity to sit in that position. He was just telling Ekweremadu a lot of things that he shouldn't even buy into the idea of, anybody talking about South, because for now this is PDP and we must follow the rotation or the presidential zoning in PDP. Well, it was really shocking and unbelievable. A lot of people complain why Ekwemadu should single-handedly be listening to those kind of people, Dugbesi, because I think he's the one championing the cause of Abubakar, Atiku Abubakar, and all of that. I feel that we should think more on the people who have not, from 1960 till date, has not tested anything like presidency. If you're talking about the Northeast, you're talking about the Northwest, they have tested in one way or the other. I think the only people could be the North Central, the Middle Belt. It was shocking even that yesterday when I was watching the video. Dubesi was talking about that the Northeast, which Muhammadu Buhari is from, should be given another opportunity via, Atiku Abubakar, whom he say has all the capacity to lead the country. They should still allow him to rule. And I was so amazed watching people think this way. You understand? And the issue of age and all of that, that it should be swept under the carpet is not important. Instead, the aging president can bring in very young people who will help to, do a lot of work and all of that. I mean, this is a serious issue that must be dealt with so much carefulness, because if it is not dealt with carefulness, it may result to the disintegration of this country. The Southeast in different quarters have opened up. Ohaneze and Igbo have spoken about it. Different groups have spoken about it. The Ohaneze Youth Council, they have spoken about it. I mean, even the Southwest have spoken about it, that this time it should go to the South, and Southeast should be considered if we still want Nigeria to be one indivisible country. But the way things are going on, even at the party level, it seems that there's no hope. Yesterday, I think the assistant publicity secretary of PDP spoke about that same issue, and he said that they are not giving anyone any priority. Everyone have the right, to vote and to be voted for. There's no problem about that. You understand? But then we have to understand that if we want this country, what should be topmost in our mind should be the indivisibility of this country. Equity and justice should be most important in our mind. As I keep saying, every single region in Nigeria have capable hands that can lead this country to glory. You understand? So let us not paint it and make it look as if it's a particular group that have the capacity to do it. And this issue of recycling the same old hands when we have seen their scorecard is, the most shocking aspect of it. The scorecard of some of the people who are vying for this position, we have seen it. And it was nothing to write home about. Do you think they're going to change? Of course not. They won't change. All what they want is to win that laurel of being a vice president and a president, or being a president of Nigeria. And that is why we should look for people who have capable hands. Yesterday, it wasn't born out of anything like ethnicity. I'm not even from there, We're talking about people who have the competence and who have the understanding to rule not just Nigeria, but the people that are in Nigeria. Today, if we are talking about people who are happy and they are joyous about democracy, we can point to the very rich. But go and meet the normal man who is walking down the street, the common man on the street. You will see tears rolling down their eyes We have seen diverse cases of insecurity hitting our hinterlands. Go to, the suburbs, go to the communities, farm settlement, and hear news that will shock you. People losing their people as if, they are not human beings like us. Now, so we don't need someone who will come and be dealing with the political class alone. We are looking for people who will go to the suburbs, people who will do things that will be of great benefit to the generality of Nigeria, that even the common man can, stand up and give him a great applause and say, this man has done well. That's what we are looking for. I hope that nothing will frustrate the opportunity of a good Nigerian leading us, because what we have tasted for 8 years now has been quite horrific. And even the leftover months, about 16 months to go, Nigerians are just panting and say, Lord, have mercy on us. I don't know. But we like to leave it there. Go to our